In recent years, there has been a growing interest in the concept of Black Biblical Hebrew, a belief system that asserts that the ancient Hebrews were people of African descent. This idea challenges traditional narratives about the ethnicity of the biblical Israelites and has sparked debates and discussions within both religious and academic circles. In this video post, we will delve into the history, evidence, and controversies surrounding the concept of Black Biblical Hebrew, aiming to uncover the truth behind this intriguing phenomenon. The historical context. To understand the concept of Black Biblical Hebrew, it's essential to examine the historical context of the ancient Near East, particularly the region where the Israelites emerged. The Israelites were a Semitic people who inhabited the land of Canaan, modern-day Israel and Palestine, during antiquity. Their history is chronicled in the Hebrew Bible, which is revered as a sacred text by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. The Israelites' origins trace back to the patriarch Abraham, who is considered the founding father of the Hebrew people. According to biblical accounts, Abraham and his descendants migrated from Mesopotamia to Canaan, where they formed distinct tribal communities. Over time, these tribes coalesced into the kingdom of Israel under the reigns of monarchs such as Saul, David, and Solomon. However, the question of the Israelites' ethnicity has long been a subject of debate among scholars. Traditional interpretations often depict the Israelites as a homogeneous group of Semitic people, closely related to other ancient Near Eastern cultures such as the Assyrians, Babylonians, and Phoenicians. Yet, proponents of Black Biblical Hebrew challenge this narrative, asserting that the Israelites were originally people of African descent who migrated from the African continent to Canaan. Evidence and arguments. Proponents of the Black Biblical Hebrew theory present various pieces of evidence to support their claims. One of the primary arguments is based on the physical descriptions of biblical figures found in the Hebrew Bible. For example, in the Song of Solomon, the female protagonist describes herself as black but beautiful, Song of Solomon 1 verse 5, suggesting that blackness was not only accepted but celebrated in ancient Israelite society. Additionally, proponents point to linguistic and anthropological evidence linking the Hebrew language and culture to Africa. They argue that certain linguistic similarities between Hebrew and African languages, as well as cultural practices shared between ancient Israelites and African societies, indicate a historical connection between the two regions. Furthermore, proponents of the Black Biblical Hebrew theory highlight the historical context of slavery and colonialism, which they argue have obscured the African roots of the Israelites. They point to instances of cultural appropriation and whitewashing in biblical interpretation, where European colonial powers imposed their own racial biases onto biblical narratives, thereby erasing or downplaying the African identity of the Israelites. Controversies and criticisms. Despite the compelling arguments put forth by proponents of Black Biblical Hebrew, the theory is not without its controversies and criticisms. One of the main criticisms is the lack of concrete archaeological evidence supporting the idea of a large-scale migration of Black Africans to ancient Canaan. While there is evidence of ancient African presence in the Near East through trade and cultural exchange, scholars debate the extent to which these interactions influence the demographic makeup of ancient Israelite society. Furthermore, some scholars argue that the focus on racial identity in interpreting biblical narratives detracts from the broader theological and historical significance of the text. They caution against imposing modern concepts of race onto ancient societies, which operated within different cultural and social frameworks. While proponents of the theory present compelling evidence and arguments, the debate surrounding the ethnicity of the ancient Israelites remains complex and contentious. Ultimately, the truth about Black Biblical Hebrew may never be fully resolved, but exploring these questions enriches our understanding of the diverse and multifaceted history of the biblical world. While the truth about the ethnicity of the ancient Israelites remains a topic of debate, exploring the evidence and arguments surrounding Black Biblical Hebrew enriches our understanding of the complexity of biblical narratives. Whether you subscribe to this theory or not, engaging with different perspectives enhances our appreciation for the diverse tapestry of human history. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery, and we encourage you to continue exploring the fascinating intersections of culture, religion, and heritage. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking knowledge.